now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it.
True international depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 299 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Brian.
And we're just you guys drinking some beers, talking what's going on. We've almost got to 300 episodes.
Yep. Next week.
In this run, how many times have we started over and, you know what I mean? Let's change it completely. Never really completely, though. It's still the same basic idea. Well, I mean, some of this Epstein stuff got released, tens of thousands of files, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sit there and read all this stuff, are you?
No.
Yeah, I'll wait for someone else to read it and tell me what it says. I guess a bunch of stuff still hasn't been released. I don't know. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what comes out, and probably nothing of use to any of us, but all we've done is gone and opened up a possible investigation that was occurring. But when they released that, remember when they released that video footage of the day, the night he died?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone immediately pointed out there's like a missing minute just cut out. I guess they released that 1 minute video, which if they had the whole time, what was the issue, right?
Right.
Yeah, I thought this was weird. You sent it over. I was like, oh, interesting how they found that 1 minute gap. It's
Yeah.
almost like they left it there just to get people freaking out and theorizing about conspiracies, you know? Apparently, I didn't realize this, but some guy did a freedom of information request concerning the Trump case in, was it New York or whatever? No, Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fani Willis. I didn't realize that even happened. I guess she's dragging her feet and lost all of the files.
Yeah. She's refusing to turn him over.
That sounds like a crime, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have no idea what the penalty for it is, but you're not helping people believe you when you know what I mean? You're like, no, you can't look at what actually happened.
Yeah.
And it looks like that Alcatraz thing where it was getting shut down by a judge. An appeals court at least temporarily blocked this. I don't see the issue, honestly. Like, why would they say you have to shut it down? Like, it was all within legal requirements.
Well, they didn't do all the proper federal permits and things like that. They let the state handle it. So,
Well, then in that case, it should at least be able to be used as a Floridian prison. You know what I mean?
right. And I think that's what it's being used for, but the federal government is paying Florida to use it. So,
All right. Kind of like leasing out space.
yeah, like El Salvador.
Yes. Oh my God. Garcia. Yeah, that's right. That's his name, right? Garcia, Kilmar Brego Garcia.
Yeah.
They're talking about deporting him to some country I've never heard of now.
Uganda.
No, since then, they've come up with another one I saw today. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it was Uganda. Maybe it was a city in Uganda because it was some weird. I was like, I had no idea even how to pretend to pronounce that, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, for all I know, it was a Ugandan city. So, Trump's no tax on overtime thing has kicked in.
Yep. No tax on tips.
Yes, both of them, but neither one of them are as straightforward as it would sound. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. It's federal law.
But like no tax on tips, it's up to like $10,000 or something.
Thought it was 20.
Maybe it is 20. I'm sorry. Which, by the way, if anyone wants to throw some cash at our show, you can find us. We have
Yes, and we are tax free for that first amount because we are content creators and podcasters.
Yes, and you exactly
We
you can count
fall
it as
into
a
the
tip.
categories.
Like, share, and subscribe too. Sharing is very important because that's how other people see this stuff. All right. Anyway, and the overtime, it's weird because it's only like if you're getting time and a half overtime, you're only getting no income tax taken out of the and a half.
Okay.
So you're still getting taxed for your normal hours that you work, just not at the increased pay rate of time and a half or double time. Which I'm like, oh, all right. I mean, technically, you didn't lie to me, but that is not what I thought you meant when you said no tax on overtime.
Right.
But I mean, it's still better than it was, you know. Now I can go back to using my debit card to tip when I tip people because I was always doing it cash so they could lie in their
Mhm.
taxes. Now, if you got 20K in tips, then yeah, go ahead, pay some taxes.
Yeah.
All right, Jared Duran. I know you're not a huge baseball fan, but you're familiar with the sport.
Yeah.
Hit an inside the park home run in Boston. He hit it out into the triangle in center field, left center-ish, and went right into the deepest point to 420 feet. He's a fast runner anyway,
Hmm.
but you rarely see inside the park home runs. There's usually an error or something involved, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, that's pretty cool. There were two guys on base too. That was against the Pirates. The Pirates trounced them in general during that little series they had. Brian, explain to me how this one judge's name keeps coming up. Boasberg.
I don't know. He's an anti-Trump. He's trying to get in on all the cases that Trump's
But
involved in.
I thought it was like a random drawing which judge sees which cases.
Yeah, it's supposed to
How
be.
how how is this guy on every single one of them?
Good question.
Am I the I don't understand why no one's noticed that it's the same guy in like everything that's coming out, especially as it's getting overturned by higher courts. But now he's let a woman out of jail who was awaiting trial for threatening to kill the president. Uh, I don't know. She didn't have a weapon on her, which was his argument. So I'm like, all right, but you still can't be threatening the president. You know what I mean?
No.
And this is just out of jail. She still has to go stand trial. I just only I only included that one because it was Boasberg again. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's name shows up every time a judge is involved. Speaking of that judge in Massachusetts that helped the illegal escape,
Yeah.
he has pled guilty to being in the country illegally. That was in the news today.
Okay.
Yeah. Senator Tim Kaine, where is he from again?
Virginia.
Oh, he is Virginia. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said that the idea that our rights and liberties, fact that they're written out as given to us by God and not the government or the law, that he thought it was like abhorrent, and he compared it to freaking theocracy like Iran. Anything to say?
That's crazy. We are not a theocracy.
Correct. But if the government is the one that gives you your rights, they can take them back,
Right.
right? So I
You know,
mean,
they've done that in Iran.
yes, they have. Iran used to have beautiful, thriving cities.
Hmm.
And what, they just started letting women drive again, or was that different country?
That was Saudi Arabia.
All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, there we go. Here comes the repeat offender. Here in West Virginia, we got the law enforcement. They're going to be cracking down on speeding for like the next month. Once again,
Only,
they let
only
everybody
the next
know.
month.
I guess. I don't know. As the roads start to ice up, maybe. I don't know. Or before the roads ice up. There is a lot of speeding, especially from the bigger trucks that shouldn't be going nearly as fast as they do. What's up, repeat offender?
G'day, lads. How are we?
Good.
Yeah, still on the right side of the grass.
That's
So
way,
things
mate.
could,
Hey,
yeah,
six
things
feet
could
above
get
ground's a good
worse.
day. Any day 6 feet above ground's a good day, mate.
If I was 6 feet tall, that'd be even better. Uh,
Yeah, take your blessings while you can, mate.
yeah. We also just had the marshals here do a bunch of investigations, cracking down on people with warrants out for their arrest. Went and got 74 felons for everything from like meth dealing, fentanyl to grand theft auto. They carried it all out at once in some kind of giant like task force. It was pretty cool. But that's what's going on here. What's going on over on your side?
In Australia,
Um,
mate.
Yeah, Australia. I don't know.
Oh, mate, we're facing a lot of kickback like what's going on in Europe at the moment. You hear
Oh,
about
how
all
they
the
how, they arrested the Irish citizen for putting something on X while in the United States, and then they arrested him as soon as he touched down in the UK.
yeah.
That was crazy.
But you see his conditions. They're releasing him as long as he doesn't go into X.
The guy's one, he's not a citizen, and this alleged crime didn't happen in their jurisdiction. Like, who are these people to do this?
Well, mate, the British have been under a lot of bloody fire lately. All their freedom of speech has been taken away from them. Women are getting locked up for bloody putting posts on Facebook. Men are getting put in prison for putting things on Facebook. In Australia, we got massive rallies going on. There's massive rallies in Ireland, Australia, Poland. France are now starting to see a few. Austria.
Well, Keir Starmer recently came out and talked a bunch of trash about Niles Farage because he wanted to like expand the freedom of speech. Like, we already have freedom of speech here. And I'm like, dude, you're arresting people left and right for stuff they said.
Well, Keir Starmer, mate's done a massive back turn on a lot of his policies. He's starting to send the boats back to France where they're coming from.
There's no way to
So
put
they're
these
going-
folks.
Well, mate, that's exactly right. And the thing is, it's only because since President Trump and that landed in England and he got up him, he said, I don't like the way he's doing things here. Taking away people's freedom of speech and all that sort of stuff. And that was just before the tariffs.
I don't care about Keir Starmer, but I gotta say, that guy's got an awesome name.
Oh, mate, no. Look, when you see him in real life.
I'm sure. He looks like a douchebag, but so does
The thing
Niles
is, no,
Farage.
We got massive kickbacks, mate. We had a massive rally here in Australia, right through all our major cities and that. There's a couple 100,000 people rocked up, so it was pretty good. It's only going to get bigger.
Protesting for what? Against the freedom of speech crap they got going on?
That's part of it, but it's mass immigration. See, we're not against immigration. We're against mass immigration. Australia, our affordability here in our homes is unbelievable. We can't afford them. We've got Australians living on the streets.
Yeah, we have plenty of people in the streets.
And when they're bringing in people after people after people after people per day, per month, per year, mate, we haven't got the infrastructure here. And, they're still bringing them in. What they're saying is they're not against immigration. They're not being bloody racist or anything like that. They're saying stop the immigration, get people in houses, build houses for the people here. Then we can talk about bringing people in. Our doctors, our hospitals, our schools, everything's pushed to the limits.
Well, that's the problem is when Trump said they're not sending their best, he wasn't saying that like they're sending shitbags. He's saying that we're not getting fucking nuclear physicists and guys with master's degrees in mechanical engineering sneaking across the border. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're getting
100%.
farmers.
Yeah. You're getting people coming in, mate.
Farmers.
People coming in, it's going to stretch your system. It's like us. Our healthcare system, it's free, but it's things getting taken off it. Oh, it is, but it's things getting taken off it because we can't afford it anymore.
It's covered for by the taxpayers. You are still paying for it. Problem is, you're paying for the fat fuck who's eating 6 Twinkies a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
but
you're paying for his heart medication.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Plus, I've got to pay for my own health care. Like I'm in private health as well.
Of course you do, because the government, any government program sucks. I would not. Dear God, have you seen the VA system in the United States?
Oh, I've heard about it.
I go to the VA. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! Was it 6-7 years ago when a whole bunch of vets got HIV because they used bad blood?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez, Louise. And then God knows, you guys speak to a neurologist. I'd speak to a VA neurologist when I got here. It was a fucking 3-hour drive. Anyway, Brian, what's going on in Virginia?
In Virginia, I lost the Google Doc.
Isn't a
Well, you got
gubernatorial
the-
race heating up there?
Yeah, that's not what I got on here, but yeah. We have the 5 women that pled guilty the 31 million coupon scam. They're in Virginia Beach.
Now, was this a new one, or is this the same one we talked
Same
about?
one we talked about.
Okay, because I was like, damn, another giant coupon scheme.
Didn't they
Yeah,
make a
they're-
movie over one of them?
What's that?
Didn't they made a movie about that coupon, one of the coupons bloody scams, didn't they?
Maybe. I have no idea. Somebody makes a movie out of anything these days. Yeah. Oh, and I see that the offshore wind power plants that Virginia did, just like Massachusetts, are getting cut off by the federal government too, right?
Yeah.
$39 million they were getting. Uh, the subsidizing it. I thought the whole I don't know, it just seems crazy that the government is paying into energy programs. And I understand the idea of wanting to switch to something else, but I don't know if the average person realizes how much oil is in a freaking wind turbine. Like,
Yep.
the thing's made of plastic. Giant sheets of insanely hard plastic that will not decompose and cannot be repaired. So if any damage happens to it, it gets shipped out to the freaking desert. And these things are hundreds of feet long. And jeez. Oh, you're breaking up real bad, dude.
Yeah, we lost his internet
Put it
connection.
Yeah, I'm just getting blah, 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 which is unfortunate. We got no signal coming from you, bud. Anyway,
Still no
still
connection.
sounding all busted up. So what happened at that Hampton school?
There was early this morning using their weapons detection system. They detected a weapon in one of the kids' backpacks, and then they also received the bomb threat. So they evacuated the school, and all the parents had to pick up their kids at the Hampton Convention Center. And one of my buddies has kids in that school, and he said it was a shit show trying to get the kids picked up today.
I'm sure all these parents freaking out, running around, screaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nothing happened, lady. This
And there
is
was
just to
no
be safe.
parking when he first got there. He had to like circle around for a while so he could get a parking spot.
At the Coliseum? Oh, Convention Center.
Yeah, right next to the Coliseum.
Why not just use the Coliseum? That's got a massive parking lot. Whatever. Oh. Oh yeah. She's running on the Dem ticket. What's her name? Spanberger.
Yeah, Spanberger. Uh-huh.
Did you see this thing?
No.
It's they got it set the Daily Signal, and this people are getting it all over the Facebook feeds in Virginia, and it's supposed to look like a news page, like reviewing the candidate.
Mm-hmm.
It's her campaign. Like if you go and check the bottom or whatever, it says, paid for by April Spanberger for governor or whatever it is. But yeah, they're trying to make this look like it's like actual news out there for like actual consumption and not an advertisement, which I thought that was against. I guess it says paid for by.
Yeah. People aren't going to see that though.
Exactly. Shoot, you know how people are. It scrolls across their feed and they freaking read the headline, don't even open the article, and they think they know the news. Speaking of CBS, jeez, they did it again, dude. What was it? Face the Nation. They went and instead of 60 Minutes, they went and edited up an interview with was it Homeland Security, right? Kristi Noem.
Yeah.
and I get you have to cut it down to fit in the time allotted, but like they intentionally took out certain parts that explained the whole thing to make it look like that it was just vindictive and not, like, oh, this guy's a known human smuggler, child porn solicitor, Anyway, they've gone and changed their interview policy since this because they don't want to get in the same pot of water that the freaking their company already did with 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
But you can get the entire interview on YouTube if anyone wants to go watch it. It's pretty boring. All right. Did you hear about these rumors that Trump was dead over the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
From the governor of Minnesota.
He was one of them, but apparently it was like huge online. It's trending on X. And the argument was, well, we haven't seen him all weekend. So you're like, he's very sick or dead.
Right.
And, I was like, it's Labor Day weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. He's spending time with his family. Even when he went golfing on Monday, people were like, oh, that's not real. Yeah, and then, well, shoot. CNN had to interrupt their live broadcast to like let everyone down that Trump was still alive. Tim Walz did something similar over there in Minnesota. He was like, I know. You woke up this morning hoping you had good news.
He was dead. They said he was death scrolling.
Yes, doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling, yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, oh my God. Like, just how terrible a person are you that you're like wishing that someone dies?
Exactly. That's crazy.
What's worse is these people think that they're justified in it. Like, well, they're a bad person. I'm like, yeah, well, according to a lot of people, you're a bad person.
Right.
All right. Oh, geez. It's funny. Recently got an article we read on this one about people leaving blue states in general and why people are leaving California. I read the damn thing. Same 3 top reasons. Politics, it costs too much, and I can work from home now. But yeah, a lot of people are taking off out of California. And another reason why people leave it is like they tried to censor people online for like political parody stuff like memes.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you can't do that. It. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I could have sworn I clicked to bring him in here, but I might have clicked to send him out. That must be my mistake.
He's coming back.
All right. I was just taking a while to load up. But yeah, federal court had to step in and say, hey guys, you can't go and like censor people's parody of you,
Right.
Oh. All right. Oh, yeah, he was an MSNBC, yeah, and he's back. He's hoping he's got a better signal.
Can you hear me now?
You
Oh,
can.
yeah.
Much better. You had to move the antenna?
Nah, jump up and down a couple of times, mate.
All right, cool.
This one MSNBC anchor, I don't know the woman. She kind of looks familiar, but she kind of looks like every yearbook picture I've ever seen from like the 80s or early 90s. Ashley Parker. She wrote an article for the Atlantic on Sunday about how the crime crackdown in DC is still a terrible idea.
Yeah.
She's going off on all this stuff. Turns out she's been robbed twice in DC.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's like at what point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. And then Gavin Newsom. It's funny. He listed off. They were talking about gun crime because obviously, if you wait almost a week or about a week, then it's okay to talk about the stuff. But you're not allowed to talk about it right away. It's almost like whoever brings up like the shooting that happened in that church first is an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because Gavin Newsom was talking about like, oh, where's the real crime? You need to come to California, for the crime in Chicago. And he goes, the argument is that red states have the most crime, and therefore Republicans, not Democrats, should have seen as the bad on crime party. Here we go. He mentioned in name St. Louis, Missouri, Dallas, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Houston, Texas, Tampa, Florida. Those are all cities in red states, but they're all run by Democrats.
Yeah.
Yep,
So when he listed off the cities of where the crime is, and he even went and made sure that they were Republican voting states, he still accidentally got Democrat cities when he looked up the crime numbers.
Then he's going to be the next Democrat nominee for president.
And the problem is, you point stuff like this out to people that are going to vote for him. Like, oh, what difference does it make? It was like he put zero effort into finding out his numbers before he put them out there for you. You think he's going to give a shit if he's president putting information out?
Nope.
I mean, how pissed was Trump when he found out that the jobs reports numbers were off by that much, like off by like 70%? He's like, you're fired. He's like, you suck at your job.
Yeah.
He's like, we just put out really bad info to everyone. It makes us look like a bunch of schmucks. And I definitely take Trump's side on that one. A lot of people were like, oh, you need to fire him. Like, the guy was off by like or the woman was off by like 70% or something like that. All right. And Chicago, what's his name? Pritzker?
Yes.
Pritzker's the state, isn't it?
Governor. Yeah, he's governor.
Yeah. I can't find the mayor's name, but oh well. 1,
Johnson,
2, 3.
Isn't Johnson?
It might be. Here we go. Chicago's saying that they've been taking care of their own crime, whatever. And he's saying, it's not that bad. It's been getting better. We need to, et cetera, right? In the last 244 days, Chicago's had 274 murders.
Well, they had like 50 shootings last weekend alone.
Yes. 8 dead, I believe. But that's the lowest murder rate since 2019, when there were only 510 homicides in a year. Last year was considered a great success as they dropped the crime below 600 murders for the first time since 2019. This is what we're saying is, okay, it might be better than it was, but I don't think 500 plus murders a year in your city is acceptable.
No.
Why do these folks want their constituents to die? Like, do they hate Trump so much they will? Well, actually, it has nothing to do with Trump, because they could have done something about this crime. They did it several years ago. Actually, I have it right here. About a decade ago, they tried something similar to what Trump's been doing. Nearly a decade ago, 2016. Here we go. They brought in ATF agents to work with the local cops, and they brought crime down like 90%. But apparently, it didn't look good. When you're more upset, yeah, but when you're more upset with what someone halfway across the country will say on their computer, when you're more worried about that than the people that actually live with you and are paying the taxes, that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because most of these cities, the actual locals want something done. They don't want to have to worry about being murdered on the way to the car, Yeah, but yeah, how many murders are the Democrats okay with before they decide to do something about the crime rates?
Oh, 100%.
And I think a big problem here is that as Trump's cleaned up DC, at least for temporarily, we'll see how that works out. If he moves from city to city and knocks the crime way down by putting people actually in prison, that'll prove to everyone who votes Democrat that it can be fixed.
Yeah.
The Democrats never wanted to.
Right.
But what would it be like if Biden offered the National Guard? They would have taken it straight away.
Yeah. And that's
but they were never going to do it, so.
I just can't imagine. I can't imagine the hatred so many people have. Like, you hate that guy so much, you're going to let your sister be raped and murdered?
Yeah.
Because the guy you hate said that's a bad idea? Are you kidding me? Just like that trans shooter there, Robin, that killed the kids. One of the things that this person had said before they went and did it was that they were upset that their mom was right, that they were going to regret transitioning. was like, so you were wrong and you couldn't live with that to the point you killed a bunch of kids then yourself? Come on.
Makes
Yeah,
no sense.
Yeah, Brandon Johnson, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it was Johnson. Mate, look, the thing is, at the end of the day, the Dems know they're done, like, on crime and that. They know they can't keep up with Republicans are doing on crime. And you look at some of these cities that have bloody defunded the police departments. You know,
Yeah.
like, they're going to have to admit they're wrong, and that's what they don't want to do, especially, like, the midterms that are coming up. They're not going to admit they're wrong. When it comes to
No.
crime and that,
Or they're just hoping the Republicans can't clean up enough cities before midterms.
yeah, well, mate, Trump, if he goes into Chicago, this is going to be a big move. This would be one of the biggest moves, I reckon.
Well, depends. Either the gang bangers there all join together to try to fight the guard, which would be a giant mistake, or all these gangs are just going to lay low for 6 months, wait for these guys to move out, catch a handful of criminals, and then get back to work as soon as the feds leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing that the local cops aren't going to do crap to stop them from slinging drugs on the street corner.
No. They've got the funding of the numbers, mate. Apparently, Johnson's got 150 police detailed to him, assigned to him.
Why? That's a lot.
Yeah, well, I was only listening to it today. 150 officers.
Insane.
What is? Yeah, that is kind of that. She's sounds expensive as hell.
And it tells you your
Yep.
city safe, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, and he just blamed the violence in his city on blue states.
No, red states.
I'm sorry, red states. Brian, you've been to Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's not on the border of, like, near the border to any state, is it?
Close is probably Michigan.
Yeah, it's not exactly close to Michigan. Why? Okay, so if the criminals are coming from the red states into Chicago, not the suburbs of Chicago, but Chicago proper,
Right.
and committing crime, how come we don't see more crime in the suburbs? And especially because that's where the money is. You know what I mean? If you're going to rob someone's home. And how come we're not seeing a rise of crime in, like, Michigan or any of these red states? Well, I don't know if Michigan counts. I don't remember which way Michigan voted, but I remember they got a Democrat office now, right?
We got
Went red.
we got what's her face? She's talking about Gretchen Whitmer.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. She was the one who went in and was like, "Okay, I'm sorry, Trump. What can I do for you?"
Yeah. But then she denied
She denied it, and it's like, we see you doing it.
Wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
You look at the mayor of DC. The mayor of DC is now thanking Trump for going in.
What's that?
I said the mayor of DC is now thanking President Trump for sending in the National Guard.
Yeah, for knocking the crime way down. But yeah, Brian, 8 killed, 50 wounded at the Labor Day weekend. I think that was just Saturday, Sunday. I'm not sure if it's counting Monday, because I saw those numbers before Monday even came around. But yeah, the former superintendent of the Chicago police, that's the same theory I do about the real reason why the Democrats are opposing Trump, like, cleaning up these cities, is that it'll show everyone that it can be done.
Right.
You can't just, oh, well, what can you do about it? Like, put them in jail. Because I don't know if the people realize, but most crimes are committed by the same handful of people. There's probably 300 people actually committing most of the robberies in New York City. And you get those handful of people gone, and you're not getting people pickpocketed every day in the subway, you know?
Right.
Well, Massachusetts went and completely violated the Second Amendment. I can't wait to see where this goes in appellate court. But they basically made a list of acceptable handguns.
Nice.
Yeah, so if it's not on this particular list, I don't care if it has all the same features and all the things we say have to be on it. If it's not on this list, it's still an illegal gun.
Apparently, a
and
federal court upheld it.
in mass, it's gonna go to a higher court. I'm sure of it. Funny thing is, Glock is on the list. I'm like, there's no actual physical flip a switch safety on a Glock. But I don't know. Apparently, the squeeze safeties are good enough for them. I just thought it was kind of crazy because this no way that's going to hold up as it goes higher up the court system. You can't just say this to this are acceptable, but nothing else. And what really sucks is a whole bunch of gun vendors are now stuck with a whole inventory of illegal weapons. And they're also changing their flag.
I know. I'm trying to get the photo to pop up of the new flag, but
I think it hasn't been decided yet. There's still a couple options, but I know at least for the motto, it's up there to vote for, and they're all dumb. But yeah, they're taking the native off the land, the Native American off the flag. I'm like, oh, once again, let's just erase it, pretend like it never happened, right?
and they're getting rid of the yeah, they're getting the by the sword we seek peace, but peace only under liberty. They're getting rid of that.
Yes, that's the state motto. And there's things you can vote on. They're all dumb, and they're getting rid of the state seal as well. And it's like, I'm pretty sure Massachusetts has the oldest flag of any state too.
Not anymore.
I know, right? And oh, we're going to offend the natives. No, you're paying homage to the natives. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the name of the state is named after the tribe that was there. It was the Massasoit native tribe. So they named the Commonwealth Massachusetts. Just like, oh my God, there's an area of a town I grew up in known as Wampatuck. That was a small local branch off tribe of the Massasoit.
Yeah, we had the Potawatomi Indians in Michigan. Our town is named after one of the chiefs,
There you
Tecumseh.
go.
And our school mascot's the Indians. We still have that as our mascot.
Yeah, it's paying respect to these guys, not taking advantage of them. Whatever. These are the guys that tore down statues of Lincoln during the Summer of Love riots too, though,
Yeah.
because Lincoln was such a racist dictator. All right. Looks like Trump is gonna. Well, right now he's suing Massachusetts actually over the sanctuary city thing. Excuse me. He's looking to stop any funding to the city. Mayor Wu saying that they'll never back down on this. Yeah, it's funny because the locals are furious.
Right. Because the people know what's going on and they don't want more people in their state and their city, They want their taxpayer dollars to be funding things that affect them.
Well, Massachusetts is the first right to shelter state as well. You just show up anywhere and say, I have nowhere to sleep tonight. At any hotel, they have to let you in.
That didn't work at Martha's Vineyard.
No, it did not. They got rounded up real quick. That was in the rich neighborhoods, though. And the problem is the hotels.
So the right to shelter only applies to poor neighborhoods?
Well, you could go to the hotel, like shit, you'd be amazed how many of these nice hotels are loaded up with illegal immigrants right now. And if you want to go to Boston, like sightseeing, like the Freedom Trail, good luck getting a room, man. You're gonna be paying through the nose because they have to support their entire business that's funding housing for all these migrants, and not to mention the breakfast buffets and all that crap too. So yeah, the taxpayers are loving that because it's driving the prices of all this stuff up, and the taxpayers have to pay back these hotels.
Right. And the hotels are getting paid more to have illegals in there than actual tourists.
Yeah, because they can load up on them. All right. Shit, did you see one of these Democrats in Maine? I can't remember her name. What's gonna take forever? Whatever. It's Democrat Secretary of State. It has her title, but not her position. Shannon Bellows. She accidentally acknowledge that Maine definitely has illegal immigrants voting in their elections. So,
Hilarious.
well, yeah, that's well, it's already illegal, so why do you have to do something about it? Well, what's stopping them from actually casting a ballot?
Nothing. Because you got no checks and balances in place.
Yeah, I don't know about Maine, but I know in Massachusetts, I just had to give my name and address. I didn't have to show any kind of identification. I could have come back 2 hours later and voted for my neighbor.
In Virginia, you got to show your driver's license or
Oh, yeah.
utility bill.
Passport will do too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you letting these illegals vote. Hey, repeat offender, how you guys doing in Australia with these folks? Like, how do you know as a fact they're not voting?
In what way, mate? Which one? Oh, you're our overseas dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, the immigrants. Well, mate, it's Australia's. We've got to go into a poll booth and actually get our name marked.
You don't
off.
have mail-in votes.
Yeah, we do, but we have to go and apply for them, and we have to show our ID to get them.
So you guys require ID to vote.
The world requires ID. You need ID to get into licensed premises, unless you're like, if you don't look like you're old enough.
I mean, you need ID. I don't see what the big deal is about IDs are, because you need an ID to do almost anything in the world. Fly,
Yeah.
buy cigarettes, buy alcohol,
Yeah.
If the poor people can't come up with a way to have an ID for that, how come they can't have a ID to vote with?
Well, legitimate point here. How poor do they think people are? Like, seriously, how poor do they think these people are to not have any form of identification? That means they're not driving. That means they can't even go get a job because they can't even drive.
It's just a smokescreen, mate. It's a smokescreen to say that. What it is, mate, you look at it. Now, if you're on illegal and you're coming to your country, this is why you guys have got a great system. But it's been abused. I think the Democrats have found the loopholes to abuse it over the years. Mate, what they're doing is now, Newsom is now saying that people are going to be too scared to go to election poll booths with the elections and that coming up, the midterms, because the National Guard are going to be there. Did you see that?
Yeah, okay, so they're going to stop people from fighting each other.
The National Guard and ICE as well.
So good for ICE. Hey, you're not supposed to be even in our country, let alone voting.
Yeah. So see what I mean by the using it as a smokescreen? It's just crazy. It's absolute crazy.
And that's exactly it. He's like, oh crap, we're gonna have a tough time with all these illegal immigrants voting for president if ICE is here.
Well, how many congressional seats do you think they'll lose if those numbers drop?
I did the math out somewhat recently. I think it turned out to be something like 6.
Yeah.
Just because they're not counted on the census,
Yeah.
The thing is, they don't lose that many congressional electoral college votes too, and a lot of people don't realize that. That affects how much vote that state gets when it comes to president, not just representation in Congress.
Yeah. Well, it's taking a big time. Like, you look at the numbers leaving the state of California.
Oh yeah, they're massive. Them 2 big oil refiners we were talking about a while ago, Brian. Looks like they're finally closing their doors up.
Oh yeah.
Okay. A Hyundai site. It's not like a dealership. It's like a factory. Arrested I want to say 475. Yeah, 475 illegal immigrants working at this Hyundai plant in Georgia, and most of them were Korean. It's the biggest single-handed operation in Homeland Security history. It's one thing if you have 1, maybe 2 illegal immigrants working for you and you have hundreds of employees. Okay, someone got through the cracks. When you have 475 working for you, you clearly knew what you were doing. You know what I mean? You intentionally broke the law. You went around the process. This guy should not just lose his right to practice business or whatever, you know what I mean, his business license. They should seize this person's property, the company's property. and auction it off to their competitors.
Right.
I don't understand why we're not doing anything to the people employing illegal immigrants. That's against the law too. What do you think, Brian? Because I keep bringing this up. No one seems to give a shit anywhere.
They should,
Okay.
because it's a problem.
That's 475 jobs. And these are working in a factory. This isn't McDonald's.
Right. These
Every
should be
job
decent
should get a-
paying jobs, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, trust me, buddy. You can learn how to take this part, turn it 90 degrees, slide that part on, then put it on the assembly line to get on to the next person who does the next thing. You can learn how to do one thing and make 3 times as much money as working at McDonald's. And that's a big problem we're seeing is they're demanding that the McDonald's cashier, quote, make a living wage. They basically want me to finish my day welding, right? Where I got lit on fire, got burned real bad. Might have even got zapped real good with a couple 100 volts. And then they want the person to make my lunch to get paid as much as me. Why would I take that risk?
You shouldn't.
No, maybe we should take anyone who's older than 25 out of these fast food joints and put them in a factory like this. They'll make more money, and then you'll actually open up those jobs for the teenagers to get their first jobs, so we can go back to how this has worked for hundreds of years. Anyway, you shared this one, Brian. Is this legal? Is Hegseth allowed to turn military lawyers into temporary immigration judges?
I wouldn't think so.
No, this is the migration lawyers issued by the president anyway. So
Maybe
now-
he did have the authority to do this.
yeah, he does, but it's like family court. It's not real court type of deal.
It says immigration court,
Yeah, same
immigration
thing.
judges.
Yeah, but they're not actually. They could be fired. It's the Department of Justice basically because they can control who's coming in and out the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's part of the executive jurisdiction.
Okay.
That's why he was firing those lawyers, and they were like crying, "Oh my God, he cannot do this!" Like, actually, yeah, he can. It's not part of the. Yeah.
Well, Mexico and even Spain now are getting furious over tourism into their big cities.
Oh, they want them to speak Spanish or get out of there because they're taking jobs and inflating the apartment economy type of deal.
Well, more than anything, they're really complaining about people moving into places like Mexico.
Who's moving into Mexico? I wonder who.
Wealthy white people.
Oh, why?
Because it costs almost nothing to live in Mexico, and it's beautiful as long as you don't have to actually work.
So they kind of inflating the economy, the messing
That's
up.
exactly what's happening. That's what these people are pissed about. Like all of the local whatever,
Mhm.
The entry level jobs are taken up by these people's kids,
Yeah.
so their kids can learn how to have a job someday. He's like, and now these restaurants they're always packed with all these white people that don't speak Spanish,
Right.
Mhm.
and the prices are going up because you can charge these white people more money. You know what I mean? And they're going to pay it. And that means even the locals got to pay that too. And it's really pissing them off.
Bit of eastbound and down, eh?
I just think it's hilarious because every other country on this planet, the people are actually protesting the government because because the government's letting too many people in.
Yeah.
And here
so-
we have people protesting because the government's not letting people in.
Yeah. So you guys ever heard,
Unbelievable.
of Mansa Musa?
No.
Is one of the wealthiest African king that ever existed on earth, and he has so much gold. They crossed the other Africa continent. It was given gold and inflated a couple of countries' inflation. I mean, he inflated the economy because he just put too much gold in the system.
Yeah, that would do it too.
Yeah, so this is the same thing. They got all these rich people coming in with the money, and you kind of messing up the economy. You know?
Yeah. That's exactly what's happening. Like now the place the jewelry store, the locals, because don't get me wrong, these folks aren't moving into like the slums. They're moving into nice areas. But the people that were doing well in Mexico are now dealing with
Yeah,
the
like I
price
got
of their
nowhere to
jewelry
go.
tripling, you know?
No, well, the apartments are now the Airbnbs and stuff. So now people's like, oh, I don't have to be committed to this apartment. I can just Airbnb into like in a year or two. You know?
Or even in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm going to bring it up again. Invest in property, in land. There's a finite amount of it. They can't just make more.
Yeah, they can. That's the Arabics.
Yeah, but they had to move from somewhere else.
I know. I know.
Just like the Chinese when they built those islands.
Mhm. Yeah, they're
Uh,
fucking fighting the Philippines too now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually in the process right now buying the plot next to us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, moving the mother-in-law in over there.
All right, but it's just not like a little farm, dude. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense.
I'm on the side of a mountain.
Mm-hmm. No,
Farming isn't ideal. Actually, I'm on the top of a mountain.
hey,
If I could get enough plots of land together, though, I definitely have a hunting retreat.
you can still farm like apples and stuff, like stuff.
I got 3 apple trees, 2 peach trees, 2 cherry trees, grapevine, a bunch of strawberry plants, and blackberry plants.
Sounds like a lot of fermenting.
I'm hoping to make applejack this year, actually.
Nice.
I'm
That's
making
a
mead
cool-
right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mead.
I'm not making whiskey. I'm making apple press. Excuse me.
Well, apple mash is cool or applejack is cool because you make the mash like the wine,
Mhm.
and then you put it in a barrel full of water and you leave it outside.
Mm.
And as it gets cold, the water freezes and you scoop the water out, and only the alcohol stays behind because the alcohol doesn't freeze.
Mm,
Cold distillation process.
nice.
Sounded cool. I was like, that sounds like fun.
I do the pineapple skin. You get the skin of the pineapple, cut and slice it, put it in water, put sugar on it, and let it ferment. In the back of my
Shoot.
refrigerator.
Instead of throwing sugar on, why don't you just squeeze some of the pineapple juice onto it? That's real sugar. It might be too acidic.
I think I'm gonna try honey.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Turn you into me with honey, won't you?
We're
Mhm.
gonna have bees next year.
What? Brian's moving up, dude. He's upping up the game, dude. The city too.
You're allowed to have bees in the city.
Yeah.
There's no regulations in Hampton about bees.
Yeah,
After you, they're probably gonna put one.
Yeah, Brian's gonna get drunk, fall over, put his face through the hive.
Like, yeah, we need to put out a law.
Like,
Called the Brian B law.
5,000 bee stings going to the hospital.
You look like everybody at Little Nicky. What was that dude? Henry Winkler and Little Nicky, stung by bees.
I had bees for a while.
Mm.
It's fun, but it's a ton of work if you're not if you don't use all that honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mate, honey's expensive these days, but
Oh yeah,
It is, but like I don't use a lot of honey. Occasionally, every year I'll have a spoonful in spring to help with allergy. And then basically it'll go in my tea if I have a sore throat. Like that's it. I'm just not a honey guy.
a lot of people out there use it, mate. I'll tell you what, it's a good little ripper for money if you want to make a little money earner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You talk
yeah,
about
you'd be amazed at how
moderation.
many. You'd be amazed anywhere I have been in this country. You can always find someone that sells local honey,
On the side of the
everywhere.
road, mate.
Yep.
Little honesty systems.
and it ain't cheap. You're right. It costs more than the garbage, the homogenized crap you buy in the store. Because I don't know, Ryan, are you aware that every batch of honey is different?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mm.
because the flowers they're going to get their pollen from
Yeah.
is different.
Oh wow.
And they'll each taste different until you homogenize it. Like you do milk, like pasteurization almost. And that's what makes like all the honey you buy in the store taste the same. versus, oh yeah, there's a lot of, maple in this one or something, but whatever. I already said that the shooter in Minneapolis was upset. Blamed the massacre on his mom not wanting to change gender. And actually went in and discouraged people from letting their kids transition. Yeah. Did you see Trump is talking about stopping trans folks from owning guns?
Yeah, I think it should be like the younger generation. I mean, there should be a little bit background check to like why
There's
especially
always
with
a
young.
background check.
I mean, the young ones, like why,
Oh, I thought you meant buying a gun.
No, 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 no. Like especially how lately all of this out of high school transgenders, the ones doing the shooting.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like under 25, like you need to go like I don't know, talk to the sheriff. Like, hey, why you need a gun? If it like, I mean, you're still not supposed to have reason. It's just because. But lately, just I think it should be temporarily, like 10 years, see what happens.
That sounds against the Second Amendment to me. Now, this argument is that these people are mentally ill to the point of self-harm.
Yeah.
And I was like, I understand that.
I mean, even that
That
emo
sounds like a red flag law.
emo too. The ones that like to cut themselves.
Where do you stand on this, Brian? What do you think about trans people owning guns?
For the most part, I don't have an issue with it, but I mean, it's hard to say.
I mean, if okay, no,
I mean, we all know a transgender person,
I expected that.
Exactly, but she's also probably more mentally stable than a lot of them out there. So
yeah, probably most of us still together.
Mhm.
No, but I'm saying like it's not she decided to do this as an older person.
Right.
This young generations, like they've been pushed this thing to become something that they don't even know what like I feel like they're being pushed and they're not liking it and they want to retaliate against it in society.
Yeah, no 6-year-old knows what transgender is. They have no idea what it feels like to be in the wrong body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Claire probably nobody pushed her to become a transgender. She at her own will, like, you know what, this is not me. This is something like cool, whatever. You're an adult. Probably what the late 20s, probably when she's
After a Navy enlistment, so
probably late 20s.
hmm,
I don't know what time she got in, what year. I mean, age wise.
no idea.
But this is what I'm talking about. All this young generation, like 18, 19, they retaliate against society. Like, I can't believe you guys let me fucked up my body without nobody stop it, And I don't know why that she's at the church. It should be the Democratic Party. I mean, I just saying the church, like,
it's because kids are easy to kill because they don't know what to do.
I think it's a valid point you're making there, but mate, like, I think you've got to get this extremist and wokeism out of and the hate for America out of schools again. You've got to get these teachers, and you've got to go through them, right?
Yeah,
fine tooth comb, and get rid of these teachers that are teaching you young over there to hate America.
Yeah, but all these teachers that get indoctrinated on this college and stuff, and I think what it need to be done, all this paramilitary personnel, if they want a job as a teacher, they could get like a training process and become teacher, because honestly we need a lot of male teachers, a lot of female teachers in the United States. It should be like a 50-50 type of ratio, 40-60. I'm still happy with that.
Yeah, you've got to teach the young again to respect authority again.
Yeah,
not to fear authority, but to respect it.
Yeah, well, fear is part of that. Respect too.
Early on, until you realize the difference.
Yeah,
that's actually why I won't let the wife use the chainsaw. She's afraid of the chainsaw. She doesn't respect the chainsaw. Because I'm like, respect that thing. It can kick back on you and cut your leg wide open all the way down to the bone.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I'm afraid of that happening. I was like, okay, let's not pick that up at all then, because you're just going to be terrified, and that's what causes it to happen.
You should get like a Milwaukee, the little chainsaw with they got one too. So hey,
Mm.
I want to get one too because you can cut branches and stuff like that with it. You know, you never know when you can just cut a little branch here and there, boop, boop, whatever.
You got branches?
No, it's saying like when trees fall off. Like okay, let me cut this little branch. Like
You don't have any
Yeah.
trees.
I got across the street.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. They fall off. Like then like
You
Try
ever
to
do
find-
anything with that? You ever do anything with that plot of land you bought?
No, that's a sore subject there.
yes. So I want my parents to move in there, but now they want to move to Farmville in Virginia. Farmville.
Farmville?
Yeah, it's like west of Richmond.
Well, is it cleared or is it still wilderness?
Still wilderness. I haven't cleared. I clear out once, but it just grow back up. So,
Yeah, but that's not the same though. You don't have to worry about the trees.
Oh
as
yeah,
long as
no,
you-
no trees. No, there's
It
a
used to be
plot of.
farmland.
I know I was thinking of growing corn this year, but I just let me get my stuff together, and I want to grow.
You're never
corn.
getting your shit together.
Brian, what kind of friend are you supporting me in here? Thanks.
Go get some. Go figure out what you got to do to get a license to legally grow a pot farm.
Oh, it's
You
too-
can only grow. That's a lot harder than growing 5 plants.
True, you guys can't
Yeah.
sell it, so you can't even sell it to the store.
No, unless I grow like behind the tree lawns and stuff.
I'm just saying, if you can find a way to grow yourself a big old pot farm, you can make tons of money.
Yeah, but then he's going to be required to be out there on a constant basis. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's like an hour drive for me.
Yeah, and then you spend 40 minutes checking everything over, watering them a couple times a week.
Yeah, but I work like 12, 11 hours a day.
All right. Or you could even go ahead, put yourself up a small little home on it and rent it out.
True.
Like not even one family house, like a dude and his
Yeah,
buddy,
I-
like 2
I wanna-
bedrooms.
I want to put like those Home Depot sheds with the two floors on it,
Yeah.
and like at the bottom have a bathroom and a sink, But I
my
need
what's
wife would
around
live
it?
in it.
huh?
My wife would live there.
I'm just saying you have this plot of land that's just sitting there.
I
You
know,
what I mean?
dude.
And it's
I
not even
know.
attached to your own home. Like it's one thing if it's attached to where you live and you don't do crap with it. It's like it's there. You know what I mean? It's like
I
this
mean,
is
if it
my
was attached to my
backyard
house,
forest.
it would be amazing because I've been doing stuff in there. Like I would put apple trees and stuff like that. You know what? I should just let it
Grow
just
yourself a small little apple orchard.
just put it there, see what happens.
And yeah, well, and here's the thing: is to actually feed them and take care of them. Get yourself some good-looking apples, and then go ahead and sell them on the side of the road, one of them farm stands, just like you see with people with their eggs.
You know
should
what
do
they
that
do?
with watermelon.
We do with the honesty boxes
Yeah.
out there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave like a bushel of apples out there. And say, yeah, take, take 6,
Tap the
leave
car
$5
with
or
it.
something.
Yeah, tap the car with it and just take it.
All right. Well, apparently Ilhan Omar got all upset at Trump at pointing out that the fact that the shooter in Minneapolis was the transport person.
Why? She's Muslim.
Well, she said it's not the time to point fingers. Well, because she's still a Democrat, which is funny because Tim Walz came out and pointed the gun at gun owners, pointed his finger at gun owners. And it's like, yeah, people own cars. Is it car owners' fault for all the car accidents? More people die in car accidents every year,
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on into international stuff, which
Ooh.
this isn't really international, but Trump has signed an order today, renamed the Pentagon back to the Department of War from Department of Defense.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it was back in the day.
Yeah.
At
I
two
got no
PC,
problem with
I
that.
think we got 2 PC. It's like because that's what it is. War Department. That's what they do.
Oh, and Hegseth said that he was the military was going to start focus on precision killing and not like PC something.
Mhm.
He's like, no. If we're sending the Marines in, they're there to kill stuff. They're not there to talk to people about their win hearts and minds.
Yeah,
They tried to do
just-
that before the Marines showed up.
yeah. You had a choice. Yeah, you had the
Yeah,
choice
you
to
gotta-
talk to us. All right, cool. We want to deal that way.
Once the Marines slam into that shore you're fucked. It's too late to say, okay, I'll drink the new coffee you guys make. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You see the footprints of the water beach? No. Oh, they were there a second ago.
Yeah. Oh, they were seals.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was the most badass commercial.
it was. The footprints are there, or they coming out of the water. There's footprints, and the water washes in. The footprints are gone. You're like, oh, they were never there.
Yeah.
Which is funny. It reminds me of a joke. Old man is driving or whatever, and he bumps into the back of some guy's like Maserati or something. Guy jumps out, starts screaming how he's gonna kick his ass, and he's like, "Pay me 10 grand right now to pay for these damages, or else I'll beat you to a pulp and then sue you." And the guy says, hold on, let me call my son. He trains dolphins. And the guy's like, okay, whatever. Guy calls his son up, and 15 minutes later, exactly, his son's there with 5 of his buddies, and they get out of the car, and they're just these enormous dudes.
They're
And
dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
Well, they proceed to pummel these guys. No, and after they were done, the kid walks up to his dad. For the last time, I don't train dolphins. I train Navy SEALs. All right. Anyway, Department of War. I got no problem with that. Okay, it's what it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video of this Venezuelan boat?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Oh my.
Venezuela's really Maduro's mad at us.
Yeah, well, 11 died on this drug vessel, and yeah, Maduro is shit. They buzzed one of our destroyers.
Yeah, with our own plane.
With planes we made, exactly. And what were they? 2 generations of aircraft ago?
Yeah.
Or last gen?
Yeah, I think F-16s.
Okay. Maduro's already got a bounty on his head in the United States. Like
He's
there's a
already
reward.
been declared a leader of a cartel. So
Yes, and
I mean,
Trump's offering
they
50
might not be making the cocaine, but they're not stopping it and discouraging it from being shipped out of their country.
They went and threatened the United States Navy with American weapons after we blew up a vessel bringing drugs into our country.
I mean, when Trump said he was gonna, step up the war against drugs, nobody actually thought that, he would go this
Actual
far.
high conflict.
Yeah.
I
I mean, Obama was good at it, but not Trump.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter what Trump does. He could do literally the same thing Obama did, and the people that voted Obama were still going to hate it.
Oh, they won't. They don't remember what Obama did.
It's true. I love watching these videos and like, what do you think of this quote from Trump? And then they'll read it to him. And even in the quote, it's like, 6 years ago, we were cracking down on immigration or whatever. We've been cracking down on immigration, yada, yada, yada. And they get all offended. He's like, well, that was Obama. And these kids are all like, no, it's not. You're out of your mind. And he plays the audio of like the video of Obama saying it.
Yeah.
Still deny it, probably.
Some of them still deny it, and some of them would do the mental gymnastics to explain why it was okay when the black guy said it.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, in reaction to these this plane thing, the jet thing the Venezuelans did, Trump went and put 10 F-35s in Puerto Rico
Mm-hmm.
To deal with the cartel.
Okay.
We don't have a base in Puerto Rico anymore.
Yeah, no, but still. But still part of the still a jurisdiction in the United States.
Yeah, we could land on a runway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just ask permission.
But we closed the base in We closed Rosie Roads.
It was a beautiful freaking base. Oh my god, so big too. Dude, you cannot get from one side to the base to the other one. You had to get a bus. Literally, you had to get a microbus, and they had like Navy guys that were like get out of the Navy, and they got like a mini bus and stuff, and they used to like everybody pitch in like a $20, like 6 of us, and he got a cooler full of beer, and you go to San Juan with him.
You say minibus, do you mean like the jam vans in Illinois?
Yeah, minivan, microvan.
Yeah, the jam van.
Yeah. He got a cooler full of beer, and you drink it all the way to San Juan.
I mean, you
Nice.
say that, you make it sound like this place is huge, but
Yeah,
I
it's
used to
like
work for Peter Fender, but Norfolk was enormous too, like NOB.
no. It felt bigger because it's all it sees is grassland. This is huge, dude.
Okay, I'm not saying otherwise. I haven't been there. I just know that
Oh, the beautiful.
most sailors never even went over to the Marine side or the Air Department side of NOB. That place is enormous. But
Yeah.
yeah, for all I know, half the island of Puerto Rico was a giant Navy base. I have no idea. I know my father used to be stationed there. Uh, he got he got hooked up in Vietnam. They sent him to Puerto Rico, handed him a handgun, and his job was to protect the nuclear fuel.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, they used to field strip their guns. This is a long time ago, so I don't feel bad saying it. They used to field strip their guns and put rubber bands on them. So when they dropped the hammer, they would shoot rubber bands at each other. And I was like, oh dear God, that's why we had so much training on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason they closed down Rosie Rose because of they used to use Vieques, an island, to like shoot down like practice shooting, and somebody was there and got killed. So they're like, oh, the Puerto Rico like, go close the base. Well, after they close the base, the economy like people going
People
on.
don't realize how much money was being spent
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Is
I think Trump need to take it back, dude. That was a lovely base, dude.
So we got another judge blocking the Trump administration from ending legal protections for 1.1 million Venezuelan and Haitians.
yeah, a
good
lot
luck
of
with
there's what's that?
Good luck with that.
Yeah, right. Well, a lot of their protections have already ended, and the rest of them are going to end this month in like a week and a half. Excuse
Mhm.
me. And the judge was like, "Nope, they can stay." I'm like, "No, what does temporary mean anymore, or deferred? Like we even say it's a temporary protection. Okay,
you
that
look at it,
time
mate.
is up.
Alligator Alcatraz is back open
Yes.
for business.
We
The
talked
tariffs are
about
still
it.
there the tariffs are still there when a federal judge said they're illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
You're still
tariffs
harshing the
can
body.
only be temporarily unless Congress gets
Yeah.
involved.
That's right. Well, they can do that, mate.
There's a period of time where they got to go away unless Congress actually gets off their lazy butts and does their job.
Yeah,
Yeah, the point
180
was made,
days
yeah,
is it?
100%.
I think
It's
so.
like with bloody Elon Musk. He was only there for a short period of time. You know, like these federal judges, they're going to keep trying, even though the Supreme Court have ruled against them. They're going to try everything
Yeah.
for the next 4 years.
That is ridiculous that we have district judges deciding they can overrule the Supreme Court. They're like, yeah, no, we're gonna do this anyway. It's like the Supreme Court already said you can't do that.
Well, they think they're the checks and balances of the system.
The judiciary is one of the checks and balances of the executive and legislative branches, not of itself.
Well, that's what it's turning out to be. Is the Supreme Court is, the check and balance of the whole judiciary.
Yeah, and then the guys under him go ahead and say, I don't care and do it anyway.
Yeah, they learned it from President Biden.
They watch Joe Biden say, I don't care about student loan rulings. I'm gonna go ahead and forgive the debt anyway.
Yeah.
Twice, right?
Yep.
Supreme Court had to go out and tell him twice not to do it, and he did it again anyway. Anyway, right now the United States is pushing the European Union to completely cut off all Russian energy, like don't buy any from them. And he wants to sanction India and China, them to vote to sanction India and China with us. And it's interesting because he doubled the tariff on India for buying all that Russian oil.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys saw, but a whole bunch of quote conservative podcasts came out saying that we shouldn't do this to India. But they all had like the same quote they were using, which definitely leads me to believe that they were paid. Like, here's some money, go ahead and put this out there,
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, no. And then India turn up to the bloody Chinese military parade.
Yeah, Putin was there with Poon,
North
right?
Korea.
Or Kim.
We missed old
Yeah.
man.
Oh, excuse me. All right. I don't know. You guys follow? I am provided. It came across my feed, my news feed. Uh, they're calling them far right in Germany. Everything that's not insanely left is considered far right these days, though.
Yeah.
But they've, as of this article, there's 7. Now it's 8 people in this party have turned up dead
Oh yeah.
days before the election happens.
Something's going on.
Yeah, this sounds like what happened in Mexico, right?
Oh yeah.
All the politicians running for a certain party and different jobs are all dying.
Yeah, the most dangerous job being a politician in Germany right now.
Jeez.
You don't
She reminds me exactly what happened in Mexico when what was it, like 100 something were killed.
334 politicians before we got the shy bomb. Then people gonna believe she's not being attacked. Yeah, okay. She's being protected.
Mm. Check this out. And the Afghanistan Pakistan area, like the border, there was an earthquake. I don't know what magnitude it was. It might be in the article. I don't remember it when I read it. They've found at least 800 dead as of like 2 days ago, with like 2,500 people found alive to be evacuated.
Well, I mean,
I bet
you got to remember that area, the Afghanistan does not have a whole lot of infrastructure.
correct, and there's no ownership of property. And I know that's gonna sound like a weird thing to say about this, but they'll literally build their home on top of someone else's home and have to walk through the front door to go up a set of stairs into their own home, through someone else's living room, because there's no private property. So these guys are building stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff.
Right. So there's no building codes.
No building code, and then it collapses and everyone inside of it dies. All 4 families. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. That's a lot of people to die in an earthquake.
Yeah.
I mean,
a huge amount.
We just had one of the biggest earthquakes in the history of earthquakes being recorded, and it wasn't even close to 800 dead. Of course, that was also in the middle of nowhere, Russia, where the epicenter was.
So this Puerto Rico base was 9,324 acres big.
Okay, acres. Okay.
9,000 acres, yeah. Most of like west side of Puerto Rico, the west side of the island. Yeah, it was big base.
All right. Well, there's also a mass stabbing in Canada from some of the from a First Nation or
First Nation.
Yeah, like a native.
Yeah.
Native Canadian killed 1 person and injured at least 6 more in a mass stabbing.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's really losing your shit. But
is it knife illegal already in Canada?
You can have knives,
get it to a point.
But it will be considered a weapon in every situation. It could be considered a weapon. It's like, technically speaking, you can get a rifle in Canada. It's just not super easy. You know what I mean? And there's crazy rules about transporting and using it.
Okay.
So speaking of, I'm going to next weekend. I'm going to a gun show. It's like an hour drive from here. It's actually the same day I'm taking my the written test for my hunter's education, so I can finally get my license. But yeah, the gun show, I'm hoping to pick up a 308 to go deer hunting, a bolt action.
I've got to go, lads, but can I just give a big shout out today to the Mighty Shorty Devils? We're 1 game away from our group, the team I'm involved with.
Good old rugby.
Rugby league, yeah. We're playing 2 hours. If we win today, we're in our grand final. You guys call it a Super Bowl.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
well, good luck.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. But I should be right. If we don't win today, we're out next weekend, so I'll ride on Saturday. But if we win, mate, Be grand final next week, and I'll be totally obliterated on Sunday.
That sounds good.
If we win today, I'm ringing up work already 7 days in advance, saying I'm going to be sick.
You won't be the only one, I'm sure.
All right, guys, up the devil.
Later.
Do man, be safe out there.
Take care, guys.
Kerry Lake cut some more jobs. Okay. I don't know. You shared this one. Is there something about it in particular you want to talk about, or just the fact that there's
Well,
still
it's the Voice of America, more job cuts because there's a bunch of people that were just doing these jobs that weren't really needed. They were just getting a government paycheck. So,
no, I agree. I'm going to go down to this Mamdani one. I've been trying to avoid him in general, but some of the stuff he's saying
is ridiculous
and doing is just mind-boggling. And this isn't even Mamdani himself; it's the party.
What party? The Democrat Party?
Democrat Socialists of America. They said they're going to expel anyone from their party who opposes boycotting Israel. And I look at Democrat Socialists of America, and it's so close to the German National Worker or Democratic Socialists. No, there's German Workers Labor Party, Socialist Party, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's what spells out Nazi.
Okay.
And this is almost the exact same thing, but made American. You know what I mean? Americanized.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, no, you have to hate Jews in Israel, too. It's like, wow. Like, keep calling people Nazis as you're modeling your party after the Nazi party and having the same views. Kind of crazy.
I'm surprised they haven't asked themselves, are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies? This is interesting. Someone actually finally went out and did a study
Mm-hmm.
on the sea level. Is it's supposed to be out of control how fast it's rising.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they went out and did a study, and they found out that no one has ever actually done this. It's all been predictions and models. No one's ever actually
and those
taken
predictions are always 100 years out. So the people that are alive that make the predictions aren't alive when the predictions actually come to fruition.
Yeah,
when they should have come to fruition.
Well, it turns out since 2020, when this was started, the average sea level rise has been 6 inches a century. They're telling us that in a couple of years, we're going to be flooded out of here and destroyed. It's going to take 100 years to go. And don't get me wrong, 6 inches will make a big difference on coastal cities.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, 100, that gives us a lot of time to figure out something if this isn't half the problem they say it is.
You know how I know that's bullshit? Ever since Obama bought property and waterfront property.
Yeah, in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
And Hawaii.
Yeah, he went on both coasts.
Dear God. Must be nice to have that kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were saying they were expecting, they were saying that they thought it was 3 to 4 millimeters a year. And it turns out it's actually 1.5. And I saw another story I couldn't find again. But the ice in the Antarctic increased by 10 billion tons this year. I'm not saying one way or the other, but I do know that we've had it beat into our head that the world is ending. And the dates have come and gone several times. That's why they started putting them out 100 years in advance. Now, it's like, oh, oops, that came and went. We're coming out of an ice age. That's how we're still finding woolly mammoths. You know what I mean?
Right.
In Europe, that is, I don't know. I think the average person has no idea that the Earth goes through cycles of hot and cold, or warm and cool, really.
Yeah.
This is just how this stuff works. shit, the magnetic poles I still think are flipping right now. And that's going to cause all sorts of problems. For all I know, it might even cause flooding because it might make the tectonic plates start moving in opposite directions. Push us
Right.
back into a Pangea. I have no idea. I understand electromagnetism well enough, but we talk about on a global scale. Dear God, you know what I mean? All right. Well, Brian, why don't you
Yeah.
pinch off this giant stinker of a turd and see
Okay.
if maybe we can't come up with a title for it.
There will be water.